All right, listen up, you wordsmiths, you academics, you poor souls staring at that blinking cursor of doom. You know that feeling, right? That brilliant, world-changing idea is rattling around in your skull, but it's trapped behind a wall of, hesitation. Well, what if there was a tool that could kick that wall down for you? Today, we're cracking open something called Likhee, and it's making some pretty bold claims.
And here it is, their grand mission statement: to transform writing from a source of hesitation into a source of flow. Look, that's the dream, right? The writer's holy grail. But let's be real, that could just be some slick marketing talk. Is there actually some clever tech under the hood that can pull this off? Let's find out. Okay, so you load it up, and this is what you see. Section 1, a deceptively simple page. And yeah, deceptive is the right word. At first glance, it's just a box. A clean, neo-brutalist, minimalist text editor. There are no cluttered toolbars, no pop-ups, none of that junk that word processors have been piling on for decades. The entire point here is to lower your cognitive load, to get all the software nonsense out of your way so it's just you and your words. I can hear you now. So it's a text box? That's it? How cute. My high school word processor had more buttons than this. And that, my skeptical friend, is exactly the point. Because hiding beneath this ridiculously simple surface, that's where all the interesting stuff is happening. So, how does this simple page help you? Well, it turns out it has a bit of a split personality. Let me introduce you to your new two-faced writing coach. See, you've got two modes here. On the left, there's Learn mode. Think of this as your personal tutor. It's structured, it's gamified, it's like Duolingo for making your sentences not suck. It gives you these little lessons, you rack up points, and it builds your writing muscles. But then you flip over to Play mode. And this is the sandbox. This is where you just go nuts. You write whatever you want, and the AI just hangs back, giving you real-time feedback like a seasoned editor looking over your shoulder. It's brilliant.
So what's actually powering this thing? What's the ghost in the machine that's acting as your coach? Well, it's time to pop the hood. Let's look inside the AI engine.
The whole operation runs on Google's Gemma model, which is a beast, orchestrated by something called Genkit. And Genkit basically has two main moves. First, it has the Analyze Writing flow. This is the wide-angle lens, right? It looks at your whole piece and gives you the big-picture feedback. But then it has the Improve Sentence flow, and that's the laser scalpel. It zooms in on a single sentence and shows you how to sharpen it up.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. This is a peek at the AI's actual thought process. It doesn't just spit out some vague opinion. It's forced to fill out a report card, a schema, with a hard score, overall feedback, and line-specific suggestions. It's taking the fuzzy, subjective art of good writing and breaking it down into cold, hard, actionable data. That's a game changer.
But hang on. If you've ever played with a large language model, you know they can be creative. So how do you get this wild, unpredictable AI to deliver a perfectly structured report every single time? Well, that brings us to the most genius part of this whole system. Section 4, the AI's magic handcuffs.
Here's the fundamental problem. AI models are brilliant, beautiful, and completely chaotic messes. You can ask for a JSON object, and it might give you a poem about cheese. They're just not reliable. And for a precision tool that needs consistent output, that chaos is a deal breaker. And here is the ridiculously elegant solution. They embed a set of rules, a Zod schema for you nerds out there, directly into the prompt itself. It's like giving the AI a Mad Libs page. The AI can get as creative as it wants with the words, but the output has to fit into the predefined slots. It's basically putting magic handcuffs on the AI, forcing its chaotic brilliance into a perfect, structured, and usable format every single time. It's just so clever.
Okay, so we've got a simple design, a smart two-faced coach, and this genius trick to keep the AI in line. But let's get back to the big question. Does any of this actually help you go from hesitation to flow? Does it work? Well, let's look at the numbers. First off, do people actually like using it? The data says, yeah, they really do. Over 81% of users were either satisfied or very satisfied, so it's not a chore to use, which is a great start. But a fun tool is one thing.
Does it actually make you a better writer? And again, the answer seems to be a huge yes. The vast majority of people felt that their skills genuinely improved, from moderately to significantly. They're not just having a good time with it, they're actually leveling up their craft. And the final nail in the coffin. What about those specific AI features we just talked about? Were they just clever gimmicks? Nope.
Users found them overwhelmingly useful. So you put it all together, the simple interface, the smart engineering, the reliable AI, it all adds up to a tool that actually works.
So what we're looking at here is a seriously focused tool. It gets rid of distractions, gives you an AI partner that can teach and edit, and it's all built on this incredibly clever and reliable foundation. It's designed from the ground up to do one thing: help you write better. The tech is here, the partner's ready, so the only real question left is, what are you going to create with it?